The average racehorse weighs about 1,200 pounds of pure muscle and reaches speeds up to 40 miles per hour. The jockey, on the other hand, must remain light, with an average weight of only 110 pounds. Two forces that are very different in nature, but must remain in sync at all times. Our relationship with our thoughts are analogous to that of a horse and a jockey. This might initially sound weird, but hear me out. See, at times we catch ourselves having toxic thoughts, and with great effort we attempt to curtail them and think more productive, positive things.
When I'm eating dinner after a show and I just flub one word that fucks up a joke, I'll be in the middle of eating pancakes going, shit!
Yeah.
I can't get it out of my head. It doesn't matter if I have a wonderful wife and a beautiful family and great friends and a fantastic job and a dream life. Doesn't matter. I flubbed a word. You fucking idiot! Why I'm cutting into my food.
It's like you're trapped in your body with someone else, someone who is constantly paranoid and irrational. Have you ever stopped to think how odd this is? Like there's a part of you with goals and a stable self-identity that is likely who you identify yourself as, but there's a whole other voice in your head that tends to be very reactive to the events in your life, and at times it can be neurotic and overly concerned with what people think. These two components of the mind have a metaphoric similarity to the jockey and the racehorse. I like this analogy for two reasons. For one, it illuminates the difference in nature of both parts of the mind, one being calm and collected with long-term goals, but very cerebral and physically weak when compared to its counterpart. This, of course, is the jockey. The horse, on the other hand, is powerful but mysterious. We can't speak its language, similar to how we can't completely understand the subconscious mind, because it's shaped by our experiences, influenced by our environment, affected by our genetics.
You're a loose collection of living sub-personalities, each with its own set of motivations and perceptions and emotions and rationales, all of that. And you have limited control over that. So you're like a plurality of internal personalities that's loosely linked into a unity. You know that because you can't control yourself.
This part of our mind is easily rattled, and it can behave erratically in stressful environments. And if you're not cognizant of it, you can lose control. This horse can take you places you don't want to go, but you could also guide it, though you may never control it completely. The other reason this analogy is effective is that it shows that the horse and the jockey move as one unit, even when they wish to go in opposite directions. This is a bond that can never be severed. Given all of this, it is best to accept that there's a degree of tension that would always persist. When the horse acts up, recognize it, but understand that you may be unable to immediately control it. What we can control are the deliberate actions we perform.
You know what the easiest way to move on is? Go do something for someone else. When I find myself too wrapped up in my own thoughts, I become too self-subjective. I'm feeling bad about something, because it happens to me. You know what I do? I start cleaning my house. I go and do shit for other people so I can stop thinking about shit that is self-centered and self-depressing.